Where do I begin? Why am I wearing the talus? Why do I wear the zebra stripes? The question comes to mind, where do stripes come from? Does it come from the lion? Does it come from the bear? Does it come from a zebra? But this is not a zebra, and I don't have the wool pulled over my eyes. But now they make it in other fabrics. But it's what you notice that counts, not what I notice. You see, what I notice is I see the camera in my eyes. Thank God I don't lift my glasses, otherwise it'd be right inside and I'd be all mixed up by the transmission. The energy that's on this earth, okay, has been elevated. That's why we can go faster. It hasn't been based or lowered, because if it was, we'd be more calmer. A little confused, but more calmer. Now we're a little bit more intelligent, so we take the high road. H-I-G-H, 7, 8, 9. Well, what if I reverse that 987 and added it up together? 789 plus 987? I can't think. Must be 1776. But what if I took 1776 and I reversed it? It would be 17, the 7 would go, the 1 would go with the 6, because that's the beginning and the end. A and F creates a G. So the totality of the two is the supporter and the owner of the G. It's the doorway. And 789 spelled G-I-H, or how high do you want to go? High, but that's H and I. Now I'm confused. Which part of it do I use? Do I use the G or do I use the H? Well, if I looked into the deck of cards, I'd have to have the H, because inside the H is a G. That's right. And if you look exactly on how it's created, you go up to a company called BMR and look at their logo. It's a triangle with a circle plugged into the center, but it was a cutout circle. So automatically it made the sides round. Makes the sides round. I'm just going to show you what happens when you make the sides round. Becomes like this. There's your circle. Oh, there's your 7, and there's your 5. Oh, unless I turn it around, they're both 7s. I don't know. If I put a line across, it becomes alpha omega. If I put 2 of them, you see that circle you see? Right? Now if I make 2 of them, this is the 7 card. I make another one, I got the 8 card. But to plug it together and how it's all built, it's built out of the 6 card. But the 6 is nothing without the 8, because he's got to go somewhere after his 9 birth. 7, 8, 9. Oh, I understand. That brings us to another idea. The other idea comes to the percentage sign. I'm going to jump all around here. I'm really going absolutely nowhere. It's where you want to go, not where I want to go. I just can bring you what I see. And I don't see anything unless you make something of it. And if you don't make anything of it, then it means nothing. Nothing at all. But then again, at the end, it still means something to me. Next, there's 7 billion people on the planet, so I'm going to keep chugging along. Here's your percentage sign. Now, you want to know about the percentage sign? Isn't that what it looks like? Looks like a 6 and a 9 to me. You want to do something else with that? Well, we'll have to get out the keyboard. Okay, we're going to get this keyboard out, and we're going to look at the keyboard. Look at the number 5. It has the percentage sign on it. That percentage sign and the numerological value of 5 and 9 are 42, equaling to 6. Therefore, we now have 5, 6, and 9. So we take this book up again, and we multiply 5 times 69 equals to 345. 3 times 3 plus 5, 3 plus 4, plus 3 equals 2. 5 and 4 is 9. 3 is 12. So 12, excuse me, hold on a second. 5 times, no, let me just turn this around and see what mistake I got here. 3 times 4 is 12, times 5 is 60. I got something wrong here. 5 times 69 equals 345. Right, okay, I'm sorry. It was my mistake, my fault. I'll get back to it. I know I'm using your time, and I know your time is precious, but if I don't share and show you the actuality of how everything works exactly, then you won't believe anything I say, because it's coming down to the last period in time. I know. This is where we live, inside here, between A and E. Don't you see all the A's? And don't you see all the E's? And of course, some Greek letters are involved in this, because we got to build. You know, Rome wasn't built in one day, and backwards it says amor, as love, thanks to my dentist, who she told me about other things about my teeth. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to bring out, I found this, and every time I find something and work on it, it seems to happen. 93, 3 times 31, 39, 3 times 13. Now, if we start going 13, 31, and 31, 13, we end up with 88. We end up with 75. We end up with 57, and we end up with 9/11 or 1/19, which is basically Halloween. We'll get to that another time, but in this day and age. So when we multiply 5 times 69, it's 345. Plus 9, plus 5, plus 6 equals 365 days in the year. 5 times 6 is 30, times 9 is 270. 270 plus 3 of creation, because in pi it separates the 3 from everything else, is 273. That's September 30th. It's 39 weeks of 7 days, equaling to a pregnancy. 13 cards in the deck by 7 equals 91, the one spirit of the 9 birth. We're not going to go any deeper into that because I'm going to be all over the place and you won't be able to skate with me. So we put this down, we get this, we end up with the percentage sign that you saw was on the key 5, and it creates 6 and 9. In the craps and in the dice game, 5 and 9 have a 42 numerological value. 4 and 2 equals to your 6. 2 times 4 equals to your 8, in which the house of the 6. She lives. Now, where are we next? Yes, we were in the year 5775. Is that where we wanted to go? No, we don't want to go there yet. We want to go into 1776. Into 1776 and 13 moons, we get creation 23 of the ring of life, 88, the piano, 23088. When we reverse it, we get the exact reverse number, 88023. When we add them up together, 3 and 8 is 11, 1 and 1 is 2, 8 and 2 is 10, 11 and 10 is 21, and 21, 21 and 21 is 42, the representation of 6 and 8 again. When you add them up and you show it on a piece of paper, it becomes 8 and 3 is 11, 1 and 1 is 2, 8 and 2 is 10, 1 and 0 is 1. We end up with 21, 12. I put the 6 in the middle because of the 0, saying it's about man. 6, 1 and 2, 6, 1 and 2 is 99, and we've now connected ourselves to Jupiter, Jupiter. Let's not talk about Pluto or Neptune, because that's 8 and 9. 8 and 9, 8 and 2, and 1 and 9 is 10, 10. We've now connected 1, 2 with 8, 9, so we no longer need 1 and 2 when they have no moons. So we play out of the Pluto moon, and we play out of the Neptune. But Neptune, if you read the last 3 letters, it says un, meaning 1. The first 2 say I know, or the nose, or the birth of life. And Neptune says I am born. 8, into the house of 8. So now what we're going to do is we reverse. 6 and 1 is 7, 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5. We do it again, and this is what we get. This is the next Hebrew New Year. When we add them together, 7 and 5 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 7 and 5 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, until we get 3, 3, 3. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is 81, and that's Venus. Plus 12 is 93, and that's Saturn. Saturn, Earth, you think we're on Earth. There's earth in our bodies. We stand on the earth. There's buildings on earth. We're actually on water. There's water on earth, earth on water, and then we slide all the way around. Can I actually show you that image or design? We're on another planet. We're being supported by the oceans on another planet. That's how we're able to turn, because the oceans never let the core get warm. But we're not going to talk about nuts and quarter moons right now. We're going to get back to the facts, okay? We get back to the facts. I'm going to send you a fax. Oh, my God, the facts of life. 1 is with an X, 1 is with a C. C is 3 creation, and X is 24. 8 by the 3. 8 by the C. Here we go again. From 5775 and 5775, we get 1551. From 1551 into the 7 worlds, 6 and 1 is 7, 5 and 2 is 7, 5 and 2 is 7, 6 and 1 is 7. Go look up 6226 right now on your computer and see what it says. They don't know where it comes from. I'm doing this fast because I want to keep it under 15 minutes. So we have this. If we go to 5775, the Hebrew year, we come out with 75075 moons. It's exactly right. 5 and 5 would be 1. 7 and 7 would be 5. We'd be 1, 5, 5, 1. 1, 5, 5, 1 brings 6, 22, 6. 57, 75 over each other brings 1, 5, 5, 1. 1, 4, 1, 1, 4. Now you got to go look up Sesame Street 4114 and see what Grover's doing hanging onto the flagpole. Grover, the 22nd and 24th president? Oh my God. Now we got to lower down Barack Obama from 44 to 43 and JFK from 35 to 34. Add them up together, it's 77. Hot and cold water, 34, 43. And that's what they recommend when you clean the kitchen. So now we got these numbers over here. Okay. We have this number over here. Okay, we're not going to use that right now. We're going to turn this around and see where we're going to get to. There's just, whoop, my keyboard's falling on the floor. Oh, there's a lot on the keyboard. Oh yeah, she talks to us. Wherever you put a number, it talks. It tells us things. We just have to listen. Oh, screw it. Let's just go out and have fun tonight, right? You can go out and have all the fun you want. I'm having the fun right here. I got my white ghost and my blue. I got the white and blue. I'm ready to go. So let's go on here. What else are we going to get to? So we did this, and if you look on the Sanskrit of the Mayans, okay, this is on the Sanskrit of the Mayans on the bottom, but it's upside down. Okay, there's a whole lot of stuff on there. Where else are we going to go in here? Where do I want to go? So we did that. We did 5775, which is the next Hebrew New Year. 2112, if you take a look at it, 6, 1, and 3 is 9. 6, 1, and 3 is 9. Again, we got Jupiter. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1 equals 55. If we go to 2 and 1 is 3, plus 6, this is what I wanted to get. 2 and 1 is 3. The 6 is in replacing the 0 for a 6, and 2 and 1 is 3. 3, 6, and 3. 3 by 6 is 18. 3 and 6 is 9, is 27. Same thing, 27 and 27, which is 54, and that's the number for love. Okay? We're going to dilute this because I don't remember why I marked it. This 3333 we already spoke about and how it reflects on Saturn, but add 10 more and we then add in Mercury. Mercury comes in to 9. 9 is Pluto, 8 is Neptune. They both connect. You see number 11 over here? When you count on the number grid, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shows up in the B position. So this is A and this is B. And you see that when you play blackjack because they call the ace 11. It's 11B. It's in this world. And the payout for blackjack is 3 to 2, right? 2 and 3, or actually 1.5 times the bet if you really want to look at it properly. Now, where are we? We had 3663 I showed you on the other one, and it's right here. 3 and 4 is 7, 6 and 1 is 7, 6 and 1 is 7, 3 and 4 is 7. 10, 4, 10, 4, 10, 4, and it's exactly what I did over here. 3, 6, 3. Here is your 10, 4. 80 and 24 makes 10, 4. CB code's 10, 4, and it's also known in the casino as Casino War. I wrote this down because the French say 420s. 80 is the word. They use Q and Q. Now, if you want to talk about Q and Q, here's your Q ball. 3 in the 21st letter is 24 residing in man. And Q with U that follows, 17 and 21 equals to 38. The difference is your 9 birth. This C runs with Q, and the sound is Q. 24 and 38 is 62. Partial of the creation of 622, 6. Where do we get 686? 2 times 4 and 2 plus 4. Right off the Monopoly board. We have a $500 bill, a $100 bill, a $50 bill, a $20 bill, a $10 bill, a $5 bill, and a $1 bill. But the Roman numeral 1 is actually a 9. It's the reverse when you play pool, 1 and 9. D is the value of 500, 4. C, 100. L, 12. 1 and 2 is 3. XX for 20, which makes 20, but actually this makes 30. 10. When you're bowling, you put them all into the same frame. 10 and 10 is 20 equals to 30, says creation, but all you got is 20, makes 30. There you go, number 23. 0 equals 6, number 26. 2 plus 6 is 8, so you're in the house of 8. 20 does not change because it's 2 and O. 2 equals 2, 20, but O equals 2, 15. 20, 15. 48 is the Super Bowl we run into right now. That's the number that will add it because 48 and the A family is the same thing, and it says 44 space. 4 by 8, 4 plus 8 is 44, and that's the presidency, the last one we are in, which attaches 1 and 44 to the 45 angle of FOX. In numerology, says Fox 45. Remove the single digit of God, and we have 39, back to the number 39 again. Now we have 24, 2 and 4 is 6. It disappeared on me. 2 and 4 is 6. 2 and 22 for the letter V, and the letter I equals to 9, or 19, because it's under the 10 in pool, both 1 and 9, even stripe goes together. Again, we partake with the letter S, but we won't speak about it. When we add up all the money, it's 686, which comes out to 6 times 8 is 48, plus 6 and 8 is 14, is 52. This is the cross of Rubik's Cube. It becomes 62,062. Now, if we take ISON into this, and ISON is number 57, 5 times 7 is 35, 5 plus 7 is 12, equals 247. 4774, which I did not mark down, 4774, 4774, in which 47 from 74 is 27, which is 3 by 3 by 3, and that's part of the creation. I'm not going to explain this one. Okay? But the number of moons with 4774 is this number, 6226, the same number as the universal number they're trying to figure out. Now, the last thing, before we end it on this, we're going to jump over. If we add up the numbers in single, over here, the short count is 132. The long count is 132. It's 100 more. 10-10 world that we come into. 164. 1, 3, 2 equals 6. 3 and 2 equals 5. Take number 23. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 plus 3 is 5. We get number 11 on the first side, and we end up with number 11 on the second side. Over here, what I did is a difference. I want to show you what we can do and what we can't do with our letters. The Z goes exactly in a box. The C goes in the box. The I splits 2 boxes and creates 2 areas for the closure of another letter to sit right beside it. I did not do it. L is actually a V on a 45-degree angle hitting 3 o'clock. N fits inside the square. The same thing as O. Q fits inside the square, but it takes up a second square. These two should not be counted. Okay? This one takes up a second square, but it's recreated perfectly by following the lines. The same thing with this one. So if we add up 15 and 14, which is the first parts of pi, and the cross of Rubik's Cube is 29, and the L, and, well, we're supposed to do the V, not the L, but you know what? Let's do the L. Okay? You're supposed to be mixed up with this like I am. So anyways, 15 and 14 is 29, 39, 40, 41, 50. 53, 63, 73, 79. 7 times 9 is 63. 7 and 9 is 16. And 16 to 63, 63 to 16 equals to 47. Back to ISON, back to 5775. And that is next year. In fact, we're on the countdown right now. That's it. That's all we're going to do for now. It came out to 79, which is the flying pigs. Why? Because PIG is 977, and the vibration was just sold to the energy under the ground. That radio station was just sold. That's what I was waiting for. Everything has to click and move into its own position. The last thing I'm going to show you is if we do use all these numbers, we come out to a total of 35. 75. Excuse me. If we do use all these numbers, we come out to 123. Plus 57 or minus 57 equals to 75. This is ISON. This is next year. If we go to the roulette table, I know I screwed that up a little bit. If we go to the roulette table, it'll show you the same thing. It says orphans, and it says 5775. It says 1776, and it says 2014, all at the same time. This is the way and the house I think we're living in, Raphael 7286. In the constellation of Pegasus, thank you for watching this video.